More.
Well, greetings to you in studio and a warm welcome to SABC News viewers. Today we are discussing a very complex and yet a very sensitive matter of a 59-year-old umama unofinal Nchikeka from Jekelebend village near Dutywa. She has been ostracized by a board of traditional leaders in her own village because she didn't agree to a dispute which occurred in that village. What happened was that she had a site, she had a plot that she obtained from a local chief in 1987, but in 2010 she was told that she has to make way in her own in her own site. And then what happened after that dispute, she was alienated, she was ostracized from all the community activities, and now she has been crying. She came to the media, the fourth stage of the community, to come and try to resolve this matter. Today I am joined by the spokesperson of the King of Amaxhosa, Unkosi Utatundevu. Dada, good day and welcome to SABC News.
Well, good day and welcome, and thank you very much for having me in the studio.
Okay. Dada, on her basic human rights, this cannot be okay for her to be ostracized from all community activities. She has been made to feel like a loner. Of course, this cannot be right for a basic human right service.
Well, I can agree and disagree in that notion for one reason. Communities themselves have got a right to assemble in a place where their traditional leader resides and discuss on the issues that affects them. They can also as well decide on the ways in which they can deal with one another in terms of compliance if one does not comply with what the whole community wants to see happening as part of their own indlela yokuhlala. Then if that decision is taken at that level for everybody in that community, that, okay, if one is found to have contravened some of our resolutions, then we will then exclude that person from the activities of all of us until he or she complies. So in this case, I don't want to say it's right or wrong up until it is properly verified to us, and then we're able to detect whether she was really unfairly ostracized or she was becoming stubborn in complying with the agreements of the community.
Okay. If, let's say, she's found to be on the wrong, so would you say this is an accepted practice to alienate her from all the community activities?
Look, we are in a democratic, constitutional country now. You can't beat a person, you can't fine a person. So what becomes a common practice now in our rural communities, because democracy is actually tying us up. So we normally say, okay, well, if Usbanban is not willing to work with us as a community, then the best way is really to say, okay, well, if you find yourself to be that better, keep your things, we'll keep ours. That's the basic principle. We say keep yours, we'll keep ours. I mean, do your things, we will do ours. Then we sit this side as a community and then we do ours. And then we leave you so that you do yours because you don't work with us. But in this case, in particular, we don't have a proper detail in terms of what has actually happened. If we know what has actually happened, we can really put a point to say this is what should have happened.
Okay. If she insists she was on the right and then you find out from the board that she was on the wrong, what is likely to happen then? Are you going to continue with the fine that is imposed on her, at the punishment, so to speak?
Look, the place where the king resides, the Xhosa Kingdom Executive Committee is a supreme decision-making body structure of the kingdom. Therefore, if this matter that affects this 59-year-old lady is found to have been wrongly implemented by the community, the kingdom has got a right to overturn or to overrule that ruling of that community, but on the basis of the fact that, in fact, on the basis of the facts put on the table by the community as well as the leadership of that place.
Okay. I also hear that she's saying she got this plot of land in 1987. Can you take us back? What is the process of attaining a piece of land, a plot in a communal space? And also, if it's fine for the traditional leaders to come and say, or for the board in this matter, to come and say, your plot was, you were given unduly, it was too big, so you must make way for this new neighbor of yours to also get a piece of land. Is it appropriate, and what is the process of getting a plot of land?
No, the common practice is, if somebody approached my grandfather in 1987 for a piece of land, and he did all the necessary things that are required, and then apparently at the end of the day the plot was demarcated for him or her, that's legal. There is nobody, my son or my great grandson cannot then come 50 years later and overturn the decision that was taken by me or my father in 1987. If that, the matter of this woman is found to have been in those lines, that should have been a wrong practice and on the side of the traditional leaders. You cannot overturn a decision that was taken by your father at that time when your father was in the position.
So what is likely to happen from now? Are you going to try and engage with all the relevant stakeholders?
So what must happen now? I think I would then urge the SABC to speak to that lady and to come and approach the kingdom. He must get a chance to speak to the executive committee of the king. He must actually go to the king's office, lodge this complaint in the office of the king. You should find a person there. Then the executive committee will be assembled. Then the matter will be dealt with at that level. And then this executive structure has got all the powers and authorities to come up with a solution on the matter.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Well, that was Tata Unkosi Undevu, the spokesperson for Inkosi Yamaxhosa, saying, of course, they are willing to engage on this matter. The lady must follow the old woman must follow the proper channels to try and lodge a complaint with the kingdom, and then they will try and get a resolution to this matter. From me, Atule Joka, it is back to you in studio.